33%. Also, check out my homeboy, the Smackle Squad. My homeboy DJ Trey, leader of Smackle Squad stream. It's called Mafia. Oh, man. I made a big impression at Paleto Bay Chicken Festival. I think I was stranded in the desert. So anyway, we defended a federal building. I can't believe I did that. I mean, it was a smart way. I had to go up, get the containment driver where the fire hits, but I was too clumsy and I didn't know there was gonna be bodyguards or something. I thought all the bodyguards were all out of the building. I mean, and then here's the big one. This ain't no dream no more. That was it was so hard to get, man. I mean, I mean, it was so hard because I accidentally left the money out. It was dropped, and the money was all dropped by the windmill. It was so hard to get. I had to go switch. And there's a waste management. Purchase the old dog, collect all nuclear waste that I collected from the ocean, the water. Except the part there were like sharks though. They were hard. They were too hard to find. And you may not notice there was a shark getting to me. I mean, it's like crazy. Good thing I'm not going on vacation. Good thing I'm not in on vacation going to the ocean because like when you're on the beach, then you go swimming in the ocean. There's like be sharks there, and it's like in a movie Jaws, and which Jaws came out in 50 years though. If y'all seen Jaws, it's streaming on. If y'all haven't seen Jaws, it's streaming on Peacock. But good thing I wasn't swimming though. Well, except the part I was swimming without a submarine because I had to collect all the submarine pieces. So I had to shoot a shark though. And for Red Mist, I completed all the rampages. It was so hard. It's kind of like a. You remember playing Genesis game? I mean, like you have to shoot all those guys with different guns and same different people and who like piss you off and mess you up or something for nothing, no reason. I mean, it was crazy. Okay, it was so hardcore. Sidearm is messed up, and well, sidearm. Good thing I bought all equipments, weapon equipments though. Okay, what was it again? That was so hardcore. I mean, good thing I bought all the equipment, and then I got a color painting gun too. Hot pink. I mean, well, it's my sister's favorite color is pink, but my favorite color is black. And in fact, I would say my favorite color is black and blue. I mean, Oh man, all those online missions. I don't even have enough money to buy PlayStation PlayStation Plus, which of course it'll be shutting down in 2026. It's just totally sad right now. God, I mean, I hate it when that happens though. I want to like play some childhood game. I want to play some games that I played in my childhood. Sly Cooper, Jack and Daxter, and Klonoa. I had a hard time playing Klonoa. But yeah, it sucks right now because they're gonna shut it down in 2026. The PlayStation Plus. Okay, so now for my trophy, I thought I was gonna play it in Plus so I can like level up for Grand Theft Auto 5. So now I got like my trophy. I got 14 earned and I got 51 available. So now it's 21%. Kind of low though. I'm so dope and ready for Grand Theft Auto 6 because I remember Grand Theft Auto Vice City. Yeah, that's why it's gonna be in Vice City. It'll be just like the original that I played, but it will be coming out like it will be out probably spring 2026, which spring would be like cold and hot and oh man. Man, look at those. I'd rather just wait when I finish the game though, but because there's like a paper mission or something. It was so hardcore. So let's see. I mean, Grand Theft Auto 5 is a popular open world action pack adventures game. It was developed by Rockstar. Of course, it was published by Rockstar Games. I mean, this is a seventh main entry in Grand Theft Auto series. Seventh, oh man. I mean, after Fallout 2008, Grand Theft Auto 5 And the 15th installment, it was set in a fictional state of San Andreas. It was based on Southern California, which, where Disneyland, Hollywood, Oscars, and are all at, and so now there are like three heroic or three anti-heroes or something. The story follows three heroic protagonists: a retired bank robber, Michael, and it was Ned Luke who played Michael. Sean Fontino who played as street gangsta Franklin Clinton, and the drug dealer and gun runner, and Stephen Ogg who played as drug dealer and gun runner Trevor Phillip. It was based on Los Angeles. So Doug, that was so I can't even duck or dodge or something. I had trouble duck or dodging on this game. Oh yeah, it is. Federal Investigation Bureau. Gangbanger Frank Clinton works for a corrupt car salesman meets Michael while fraudulently repossesses his son's car. Michael's son's name was Jimmy. The two later become friends. Wait, hold on. It was 9 years later. Michael lived with his family in the city of Los Santos under alias Michael DeSanta, having made a secret agreement with Federal Investigation Bureau. It was Agent Dave Norton to stay hidden, and across town it was gangbanger Franklin Clinton works for a corrupt car. It was like a car shop. Meets Michael while attempting fraudulently repossesses his son's car. The two later become friends, but Michael finds his wife sleeping with her tennis coach, which was so embarrassing. And I mean, he and Franklin chased the coach to a mansion, which I did. Which, of course, Michael had damages and anger because he has anger management issues. Of course, I had to stop by a therapist, but my character, Dr. Freelander, is, well, you know why. It was crazy. I didn't know he was a therapist. I didn't know he was pretending, or I don't know if it was pretend or real. TV TV star or not. So he and Franklin chase a coach to a mansion, which Michael damages an anger issue. The owner, drug lord Martin Madrazo, demands monetary compensation. So Michael returns to a life of crime to obtain the funds, enlisting Franklin as an accomplice. With the help of Michael's old friend Lester, Kumaso Crest, and a disabled hacker, they rob a jewelry store to pay out the debt. They rob a jewelry store to pay out the debt. Meanwhile, Trevor, who lives in a squalor and rural Blaine County, hears of the heist and recognizes Michael's work. Also, Trevor had believed the FIB killed Michael in the Ludendorff heist. I mean, it wasn't. I mean, Michael didn't die though. It's like he's hiding his own his own identity. Don't want to be. He wants to be unknown or something. Until he revealed the truth. That was a So, so me and the character Trevor went for a ride to Los Santos to find Michael and reunites with him, forcing the latter to reluctantly accept the former back into his life. As time goes on, the protagonist lives a spiral out of control. So Michael's criminal behavior prompts his family to leave him. I mean, the reason why he let his family left because his criminal records and behavior, and it was sad. It was so sad. Michael's criminal behavior prompts his family to leave him, but they got divorced, and then until Michael sort things out with his family, everything under control, and then Trevor just meet his old friend Michael. The next episode, okay, it was so hardcore to get. And I didn't know Janet Hubert Whitten was on that game. All I know that she played Aunt Vivian from The Fresh Prince of Bel Air. In every episode, well, some actually. Anywho, until when he later became a movie producer, he came into a conflict with the evil, rich angry guy in Los Santos. It was Devin Weston, an evil billionaire venture capitalist and corporate raider who attempts to shut down the studio and wants to make a deal. A billionaire, me become a billionaire, or I had to make the truth to him a death wish, which I totally did because I already have enough money. So Michael thwarts his efforts and inadvertently killed his lawyer, to which Devin vows revenge. Revenge is it's kind of sad though. People, if you have problems, violence is not the answer. Meanwhile, Franklin has to rescue his Lamar Davis from a rival gangbanger, an evil gangbanger leader. It was Harold Stretch Joseph who attempts to kill him multiple times though. I mean, and so yeah, it was hard to find Stretch though. We got him until he got out. And then we had to deal Stretch again, and like one, two, three times now. We had to go 4 times now. Concurrently, Trevor tries to consolidate his control over his various black markets in Blaine County, waging war against the Lost Outlaw Motorcycle Club. It was it was a Latino street gangs, which I did, and rival meth dealers, the private military company Merryweather, and the evil triad Kingpin named Wei Chang. So yeah, that's kind of like having broken his agreement with Dave by committing robberies again. Was coerced by Dave and his superior, Steve Haynes, to perform a series of operations alongside Franklin and Trevor to undermine the International Affairs Agency. It was under Steve's direction with Lester's help. So they attacked an armored car carrying the funds for the IAA and steal an experimental nerve agent from an IAA lab. I think the IAA lab was in the bottom of the ocean. I think. I think so, it is. No, that wasn't it. I think it was back in the country or something. So as Steve comes under increasing scrutiny, he forces Michael and Franklin to break into the FIB building and erase evidence against him from the servers. So Michael had to takes the opportunity to wipe the data on his own activities, destroying Steve's leverage over him. After reconciling with his family, Michael starts planning his final heist with Trevor, Franklin, and Lester, which I did that. I think it was the final. The final was a big score that I did. It was so. It was so hard. Well, the helicopter part. There were like too many windmills. I don't know what they're called though. Or no, it was like no, that was the last one. So Trevor Franklin and Lester raiding the Union Depository's gold bullion reserve. However, Trevor discovers that Brad was not in prison as was led to believe. So when I started this level, uncovering the truth about Brad, I think it was a setup for Michael. Then Brad was not in prison but Trevor discovered that Brad was not in prison as he was led to believe, but killed during the Lunar heist and buried in the grave marked for Michael. Deducing the heist was a setup, though, and that he was supposed to be killed in Brad's place. So Trevor feels betrayed and leaves Michael for dead during a shootout with Chang henchmen. Hold on, my. Sorry, y'all. I had to charge my tablet up. So anyway, if you guys notice, I mean, he was supposed to be killed in Brad's place, but Trevor felt betrayed and left Michael for dead during a shootout with Chang's henchmen, though. It was betrayal, though. I mean, I have been betrayed once back in high school. Long story in 12 years. And Wait, no, scratch that, or I don't know. But actually, although Franklin rescued Michael, Trevor's anger towards the latter caused friction with the group and threatened to undermine their plans. So meanwhile, um, Steve attempted to arrest Michael, but they alongside Dave become caught in a Mexican standoff between the FIB, the IA, and Merriweather. Steve escapes while Michael and Dave were saved by Trevor, who believed only he has the right to kill Michael, which it was not right though. So the Union Depository heist was successful, but Franklin is afterwards approached by Steve and Dave, who contend that Trevor is a liability and Devin still was seeking vengeance on Michael. Franklin had three options, which it was kill Trevor, kill Michael, or attempt to save both in a suicide mission. So I picked. So I picked. So I attempt to save Michael and Trevor in a side mission. I mean, Franklin is So Franklin chose to kill Michael or Trevor, but his relationship was the other ceases and he returns to his old life, which I didn't do that. Otherwise, the trio, aided by Lamar and Lester, would stand on slot from the FIB and Merriweather before going to kill Chang and Stretch and Steve and Devin. So Michael and Trevor reconcile, and the three protagonists cease working together, but remain friends though. So yeah, we became good friends. I mean, and I remember that well, let's just say there was a problem while I was streaming this game though. It was incident. Can I just skip the credit or no? Or is it going? So yeah, Rockstar North began to develop Grand Theft Auto 5 in 2008. Around Grand Theft Auto 4, 5 releases, so the development team totaled more than 1,000 people, including Rockstar North core team and staff from parent company Rockstar Games studios around the world. The proprietor Rockstar Advanced Game Engine was overhauled for the game to improve its draw distance, rendering cap- capabilities. The Euphoria and Bullet software handle additional animation and rendering tasks. So it became familiar with the PlayStation 3 back in the day, and so Xbox 360, and that now is, and then it was on PS4, and now it's on PS5 where I was playing. I was playing a PS4 version. It was really hard to beat, and now I finished playing it on PS5 version. I mean, hardware over time, Rockstar found they were able to push the console's graphical capabilities. Documented the research with photo and video footage to reflect and reproduce the Los Angeles demographic spread that the developers studied census data and watched documentaries about the city. So the team considered creating the open world was the most technically demanding aspect of the game's production. It was a fundamental design goal from the outset was to innovate on the series' core structure by giving players control of three lead protagonists instead of one. The idea was first raised during Grand Theft Auto um, San Andreas, which it was back in PS2, and then I mean I played it before. It was my dad's PS2 system back in the day when I was little kid. So development was so to Grand Theft Auto though. It's like a episode. What episode is like? I thought it was like a movie game, but it's like a TV show video game or something. It packs featuring new protagonists back in 2005. The team wanted to base Grand Theft Auto 5 around three simultaneously controlled protagonists. The team viewed it as a spiritual successor to many of their previous games, such as Grand Theft Auto 4, Red Dead Redemption, and Max Payne 3, and designed it to improve upon their gameplay mechanics. They sought to improve the action gameplay by refining shooting mechanics and cover system, and reworked driving mechanics to correct Grand Theft Auto 4's awkward vehicle controls. After an audition process, Ned Luke, Sean Fontino, and Stephen Ogg was selected to portray Michael Franklin and Trevor respectively. Their performances were mostly recorded using motion capture technology, but dialogue for scenes with characters seated in vehicles was recorded in studios instead. The game's original score. It was composed by a team of producers who collaborated over several years. Music for Grand Theft Auto 5 was composed by a German electronic music group. Their names were Tangerine Dream, and the composer was Woody Jackson, American composer Woody Jackson, and American hip hop musicians The Alchemist and Oh No. They made some of the game missions, sparked inspirations for further score development. The Grand Theft Auto 5 was as in a radio that can tune into 16 stations playing more than he was playing more in of licensed music as will two top radio stations. Composers of Score wanted it accompany the licensed music as opposed to treat track from it. So the game was consisted of 3 volumes comprising the score and selections from the in-game radio. The cinematographic score, GTA 5, was an electronic album. It was released back in March 2014. It was comprised of tracks composed and produced by Tangerine Dream founder Edgar Froese. In 2019, the Grand Theft Online Arena War soundtrack was featured by Health for the Grand Theft Auto Online expansion Arena War, and Damn Funk presents the music of Grand Theft Auto Online original score, released in December 2023. It was a collection of music from Grand Theft Auto Online produced by Damn Funk. A series of singles, the Cayo Perico Heist and a Contract, were released in December 2020 and February 2022. The licensed music provided by an game radio and also used the team. Um, so the team licensed more, and they had 241 tracks shared between 15 radio stations, with an additional 2 stations providing talk radio. I mean, some of the tracks were written specifically for the game, such as rapper and producer Flying Lotus. Flying Lotus was, I mean, they gave him a nickname like, or sometimes Fly Low. He was a American record producer, DJ, filmmaker, and rapper. He released 7 critically acclaimed albums back in 1983, Los Angeles, Cosmogramma, Until the Quiet Comes, You're Dead, Flamagra, Yasuke, Brain Feeder, and Adult Swim's Bumper from Adult Swim Network, and also such as Duality. So, and directing the sci-fi horror film Ash back in 2025. So, the Rockstar Games announced a game on before Halloween in 2011. They released a debut trailer 1 week later with an official press release acknowledging its setting. Journalists noted the widespread industry anticipation ignited, which they owed to the series' cultural significance. Or anyway, the game missed its original project Q2 2013 release date. They pushed back to 17th of September to allow for furthering polishing to spur pre-order game sales. Rockstar collaborated with several retail outlets to make a special edition with extra in-game features. They ran a viral marketing strategy with a website for a fictional religious cult, the Epsilon program. The Epsilon. The Epsilon program was so hardcore. I wanted to finish to get a trophy of it, but I already just finished the game also. Hold on a minute. It was so mean. Why am I? So yeah, that offered user a chance to feature in a game as members of the cult. The re-release of the game was announced for PlayStation 4, personal computers for Windows, and Xbox One at E3 2014. The enhanced version features an increased draw distance, finer texture details, denser traffic, upgraded weather effects, and new wildlife and vegetations, which I had trouble with wildlife on this game. There was like a mountain lion coming at me, and then he's like right here on the. He almost got me on the neck. I missed a shot though. So it includes a new on foot first person view option, which required the development team to overhaul the animation system to accommodate first person gameplay, and the PlayStation Store and Xbox One version were released on 18th November to 14th before Thanksgiving. And the PC version was initially scheduled for simultaneous release with the console versions was delayed until I think it was before Easter 2015. April 14th before Easter. And according to Rockstar, it required extra development time for polish. The PC version was capable of 60 frames per second gameplay at 4K resolutions. And the Rockstar editor lets capture and edit gameplay videos. So, plan to develop single player and downloadable content DLC were later scrapped as the team focused resources on Grand Theft Auto Online and Red Dead Redemption 2, which I asked my uncle to buy me that Red Dead Redemption for Christmas. I mean, but I didn't get it though, but it's fine. Anyway, after Grand Theft Auto's um, source code reportedly leaked online on December 24th on Christmas Eve, 2023, possibly originating from members of Lapus Lapsus data miners found at least 8 sets of single player DLC were in development but canceled, including Liberty City expansion, and I thought it was going to be a DLC though. So Lapus is it's classified by Microsoft as Strawberry Tempest. It was an international extortion focused a hacker group, which of course we got hackers all around here while we're on social media, but you just gotta be careful though. We don't want hackers to looking at your we don't want hackers to look at your account, your or tracking where you're going and we can't let anything happen. So cyber attacks too against companies and government agencies. So the group was active in several countries and had its member arrested in Brazil and the UK back in 2022. According to the City of London police, at least 2 of the members were teenagers. So, a new version, commonly referred to as expanded and enhanced, was announced in June 2020. It was released on March 15th, 2022 for PlayStation 5. I think it was before spring break, I think. And Xbox Series XS. It featured technical enhancement and performance updates. A trailer released for a new version in September 2021 was met with negativity, becoming one of the most disliked videos on PlayStation's YouTube channel, though. So the journalists noted that fans were frustrated by Rockstar's continued focus on the game instead of other projects, such as new Grand Theft Auto game, as well as lack of apparent new features demonstrated in the trailer. The PC version received the enhancement in a free update on March 4th, 2025. And it won't. Oh man, Eddie Edwards, a huge loss to Rockstar family. Oh man, I think Eddie Croc. Let's see, Eddie Chris. Okay, okay, here it is. So his name was I think his name was Chris Edwards. I think that's his name. Also, he was I loved it, but it was but yeah, after his success of Grand Theft Auto series, after his successful series of Grand Theft Auto 5, Chris Edwards died in his sleep. Holiday. It was based on Looney Tunes though. So wait, no. Bit confused in case not really sure where to begin. Client from Dr. Isa Freelander. Oh man, where to begins and I didn't know it was gonna be like a doctor. I mean, so see both sides of the argument and can't make their mind up. I mean, it's true. I just got a lot of stuff out of my mind because I just want to like go somewhere, or if I want to go somewhere or no. But it's my choice if I want to go somewhere or not. I mean, I want. Yeah, I mean, I want to go to the gym and all, and go to the movie. But I just rather like have fun and live stream and stream more before I head back to work. Next week, Monday, August 18th, it's my grandma's birthday, and riddled with ambition. Okay, tries to fill void with things. Okay, avoiding. Loves to add like a big shot. Well, I mean, I love being a big shot, but sexually re- repress, which is a good thing. I mean, I mean, let's just say, let's just say I want to go out again, but it's complicated right now, and so I rather, because let's just say I've been heartbroken like a million times, including 12 years. So I don't know. I rather just, I mean, I rather just be like a lone wolf, or go back on dating again. I don't know. In fact, I don't want my mom and my grandmother or like jump on me for it, or I mean, I know it's like time and all, but family minded. Okay, so I'm minded with my family. I help my grandparents around the house and go out with my mom and falls for get rich quick schemes and other easy ways out. Well, I don't do schemes that much, so in real life, I wish I was rich also. I even told my mom